Welcome, everybody, to Week 3 of the UGL. I am Rob Reforge Gonzalez, joined by Chris Bizjack. We are here in Reforge Studios. We're here in the arcade. You can see we've got all kinds of fun stuff back here going on. But we're not playing any of those games. We are playing tonight some FIFA with some very important things on the line. We have both of these matchups could end up being sweeps depending on what happens in FIFA. And it's a good thing that I've got Bizjack here, who is our FIFA expert. He might not wear the correct sport, when it comes to what sport we're playing. He always in a hockey jersey, but that's okay. He knows FIFA. And we saw over the last couple of weeks some interesting happenings in FIFA where last week we had a tie that ended up being very important because that tie made it so that Call of Duty was still in line and Ocho Cinco Gaming did not come through. So this week it's God Rubber, it's going to be La Fonda, and it's going to be Ocho Cinco and Four Brothers. But this time it's Four Brothers who are going to be able to possibly sweep. So talk to us about the difference there, because instead of, if you're Four Brothers, you have to be aggressive, you have to win. Because if you tie or lose, then it's going to be up to Call of Duty to decide the week. So how does that kind of change your strategy coming in? Yeah,
of course. So like you said, Four Brothers could go for the sweep here. There is a lot of pressure on them. They're 0-2 for the whole season, so they really need to come out and be more aggressive, especially in FIFA. They need to attack the ball. They need to utilize their defenders, their central defense a little bit better. So we'll see how that works out throughout this game. But also God Rubber, with that tie last week, how do they carry on that momentum going into this week? Because a tie didn't really help them last week. So it's going to be interesting to see. It really will be.
A tie is definitely going to help them this week. So a tie, or if they tie or win, it will be the same as if, or both of those are equal for them, because they need to make sure that they keep this Four Brothers team from getting to 6 points. Right. Okay, because they have 4 right now.
Yep.
So if they can get 1 point, just 1 point, can God Rubber and Ocho Cinco Gaming get, they will be live, for Call of Duty. So if you only need a draw in order to be live, does that make a big difference in how you play? Can you just play super conservative and play for a draw, or is that too risky to try to play for a draw?
I think that's way too risky at this point in the season. You're halfway through the season. You need to get those wins to help establish where you're going to continue on throughout the rest of the season and then going into the playoffs. It's very important to get these wins right now, especially because we're running out of time. Mm-hmm. They need to get these wins, and both teams are on kind of the lower end. Mm-hmm. So they need to get these wins. And, I don't know if, God Rubber wants to play conservative. I think he needs to go out and really get at it, because we saw last week, they could have had the win with FIFA and they didn't get it.
Yeah, and that did come back and bite him, very much so. And so, like we said, it's going to be God Rubber and Ocho Cinco Gaming and La Fonda and Four Brothers, where Four Brothers, if they get a win, it will be the first sweep of the season, and Call of Duty will just be for points tomorrow. And if you are God Rubber and Ocho Cinco, last week you needed a win, you came away with the draw, and it ended up losing for your team. So this time you need the draw. Will they play conservative? Will they be aggro? We're going to find out right after the break.
With new rewards from Chase Freedom Unlimited, I now earn even more cash back. Oh, I gotta tell everyone. Hey, Rita, you now earn 3% on dining, including takeout.
Bon appetit.
Hey, Kim, you now earn 5% on travel purchase through Chase.
Way ahead of you.
Hey, Neil, you can earn 3% in drugstores.
Buddy, I'm right here. Why are you yelling?
Because that's what I do. You're always earning with 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase. 3% in drugstores, 3% on dining, including takeout, and 1.5% on everything else you buy. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Oh, we are back, and it is time to get this game going. It's going to be God Rubber of Ocho Cinco Gaming and La Fonda of Four Brothers. I am Reforge, joined by Bizjack, and it is very nerve-wracking if you are Ocho Cinco Gaming. You don't want to get swept. You want to give every opportunity for your team to be able to get out here and get this win, and it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Ocho Cinco Gaming can't it's tough for them. They can't come out and play conservative. They need to get points on the board here and make sure that Four Brothers doesn't get the sweep for this week.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the real thing. Is you just don't want to be the team that gets swept.
Right.
You just don't want to do that to your Call of Duty team. I mean, because that's just kind of it's not that the points don't matter, because even if you were to get swept, the tiebreaker points are going to be very important when it comes to who's going to be in second or third, because if you're in second, you're in the top of the bracket. If you're in third, you're in the bottom. So getting all the points that you can is going to be very, very important.
Can he get it? Ooh, Manuel Neuer with the save. He put it in front of him too fast, or too far. I apologize.
Yeah, and you see both teams. Doesn't look like there's much difference in their game. You don't see, one team trying to be, way more defensive than the other. And as we can see who we're watching, you can see it's not in English.
Yeah.
So we know that this is going to be our foreign player. But right now I don't see too much lag going on, because sometimes, like, if you're playing somebody who's overseas, like, your ping issues are like, what's going on here? But so far so good.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, one team is playing ultra defensively, and my guts tell me that's God Rubber, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will definitely see what's going on. But right now it is still 0-0, and we're going to keep working our way and slow and sure. Oh my! Oh, what a
back in the net! Let's go!
What a goal! Now, you're going to help me with the soccer names. How do I say that last name? You don't know either?
Cruyff, or it's I've never heard of that player before, so I'm just taking a wild guess with this one.
See, I was trying to set you up to look really good there, to be like, let me educate Rob on how to pronounce some of these really interesting names, but unfortunately, he was not able to help.
That player was a little bit before my time, so I apologize that I can't help with
apologize that you're not old.
Yeah.
But again, that 0-0 empty, it was there for a little bit of time, and now it's gone.
Oh, Mbappe. Oh, Varane with the save.
We are still working on to figure out who is who.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Okay.
We will get that figured out. Until then, we're just gonna watch
Black
FIFA.
team and white team. There you go. That's all we got.
We're gonna work through who's who shortly, but again, we still see both teams trying to get on this attack, try to really do something and control the momentum of this game like we always see.
It looks like the white team here is just trying to make too many moves, try to be too fancy with their footwork, and that can lead to these turnovers, and that's why the black team scored the goal. So, I mean, it's really interesting. We'll have to see what they can do here to really capitalize on and move from the attack. So the white team with the throw in here. Oh, quick turnover, but back to the white team, moving it using their center fielders. Oh, he's got. Can you beat him? Nope. Can't put it quite past Varane. But interesting pass back to Ter Stegen. And, almost a shot, but Ter Stegen saved. It looked like there was a offsides there. Quadrano passes the midfield. Moving it over to the center forward to Ronaldo. Oh, a little bit too fancy, but he got the ball back. Back to the middle with Neymar. Excellent defense by the white team there. Oh, he's got a fast break. Can he beat him with his speed? Oh, just not a good move there. Not a good move. Not with the fake shot. You can't do that. White team with the throw in. Oh, it looked like he could have been called for offsides there if it still went through, but good defense by the black team. Neymar passing in the middle to Ronaldo. Quadrano. Back to Ronaldo. Moving it over to Neymar, out to the left side. Mendy playing with the ball in the corner there, trying to get him to make a move. Neymar, can he get for two? And he puts it in the back of the net. Beautiful play there by FCS and the black team. It's not looking good for the white team here as we try to figure out whose team is who. Not a good start for the white team. Just another turnover by the white team. That's
well, and I'm back.
Them.
I had to go find out who was who, and it looks like FCS is God Rubber here.
Gotcha.
So FCS is Ocho Cinco Gaming, which is exactly what they needed to get here. Get those 2 points, get in the lead, make sure that you don't get swept because, yeah, the embarrassment of the sweep.
Can't have that happen.
So we had to leave BizJack here. Hopefully he didn't say anything to you too out of the ordinary because I left him here all by himself.
I think I did all right.
Okay, he did okay? All right, guys. Well, he did okay. It is 2-0 God Rubber.
Bad slide tackle. Is that a yellow card? Yes, it is.
And that's the guy you couldn't remember how to pronounce his name.
I'm going to say Cruff.
Cruff? Well,
I'm going to say Cruff.
Somebody at home is just like, oh, my God. This
yeah, someone at home saying, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, we'll learn how to say that name later on because I did find out that these guys are playing the same Ultimate teams each week. They haven't really changed.
They haven't changed much up, yeah.
So we see that the aggressiveness on Ocho Cinco's side, they didn't take any of the thought of, hey, we just need a tie.
Yeah, I mean, God Rubber came out as 4-2 already, and we're still in the first half with the half about to end. LaFonda's got to get something going on here. I was going to say, that looks like a foul to me, but I would be surprised if they didn't call it. Another turnover by White. This is not good for LaFonda. They need to really focus on taking their time with the ball. You're down 2-0. You're going into half. And, going into half. They need to get some more attacking. They have not had any shots this whole game.
Yeah, and you can see it right there. No shots on goal. That is not a real plan for victory, I would say.
Yeah.
But it is only 2-0. We still have 45 minutes of game time where they just have to get one on the board, and that one being for LaFonda and Four Brothers to make this a more competitive game. And we've said this every week is that 2-0 lead in soccer is not anything that you can really just be like, I feel really confident this is going to hold up because before you know it, it could be 2-1 and then 2-2. But getting it to 3-0, now that's a whole different story, especially with how much time is left and how quickly the clock moves.
I mean, as we saw with God Rubber and Rooney last week, it was, God Rubber came out hot, scored 2, and then Rooney came back and tied it, and that's what caused the tie. So I'm gonna say a quote from one of my favorite NHL players ever. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I mean, that is true.
Whether that's Wayne Gretzky or Michael Scott remains to be seen.
Yeah, we don't know. Wayne Gretzky's a pretty good player, but that is not the right sport. We're going to be bringing that inside, and
Neuer with the save.
But they've got to stop just playing defense. They've got to be the ones on the offensive side if they're going to try to close out Ocho Cinco. But right now, God Rubber he's the backstop for this team, making sure that Call of Duty will matter for them this week at 2-0. But remember, Ocho Cinco, when it came to last week.
Ter Stegen with a beautiful save.
This is what happened to them last week. They were up 2-0, and then they let 2 goals go by, and it tied. So they don't – now this week it doesn't matter. A tie or a win are the exact same thing for them. So, for the purposes of your tiebreaker points, they do want to win, but they want to just be alive for the week to begin with.
See, look at how well God Rubber's using his midfielders. He's not trying to just push the ball into the back of the net right away. He's passing, quick passing.
He has no reason to pass anymore or to shoot anymore because he's up 2-0.
Right.
He just needs to win or tie.
Right.
So now it's like he gets to play super conservative.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the 60th minute going into the 61st minute. LaFonda's got to go on ultra-attacking mode here, or at least attacking. They have to do something because they still haven't had any shots on goal. So they gotta change something up here.
Well, it's easy to keep a clean sheet if they never shoot.
Right? Yeah.
Makes the goalie, he's super clean, no grass stains, no nothing. He's just,
Ter Stegen's not doing anything back there. I mean,
taking time off. Might as well not be there.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and go home.
Yeah. And Neuer's not earning his paycheck right now. Letting in two.
Letting in two that early is pretty rough, especially when you're trying to close out a team for the week. But LaFonda still has some time here, needs to get 3 goals. Remember, a tie doesn't help.
I've seen it happen before. It can happen, especially in FIFA. You can get quick shots, but it is extremely difficult depending on the momentum of the game.
Right, and here we go. LaFonda going the other way, but turns it over to Mendy. Atal. Bringing that up to Fernandez.
Oof, not a
That's
good
okay.
pass.
That's. I'm really not even looking at this team from Ocho Cinco to do much with the ball. Just clear it. And it's kind of like in hockey. You're on the power play. If they're on the power play, just go ahead and get that long, get it out of there. We don't care. We just want to waste time. And like I said, coming up onto the 70th minute already, you don't care about the third goal. You just want to be. There's no
ball.
What was onside there? Somehow Fernandez, right in the middle, going to get this over to Neymar Jr. No shot.
Nope.
The crowd was excited, thinking something was going to happen, but we know better. They just don't do anything dumb. Just keep milking that clock any way you can and play some good defense.
Yeah, if you look at the possession numbers, God Rubber has controlled majority, if not almost all of the possession this game. It's not looking good for LaFonda, who's looks like trying to force passes. And
well, he doesn't have a choice. I mean, it's like at this point, you know that the real enemy here is the clock.
Right. And
if you get a third goal, you're going to lose. But when your opponent doesn't really have to score, it makes it's just a different train of thought. You're not used to working like that. You're used to, your opponent is definitely trying to bury you here at 3. But this time doesn't have, only one person to beat, already has 2 on the board. Can he get the hat trick?
Here we go.
There's a pass to Atal.
Oh, too many touches. Stop that from being 3-0. It does look like LaFonda has moved to an attacking mode or an ultra attacking mode, which is very dangerous when it comes to defensive, because you only see these big wide open spots. Can he put in 3? Yes, he does.
The hat trick.
Absolute firecracker there.
That's right. Take a bow, young man. You have now made it 3-0.
LaFonda, you cannot come back from this. The clock's too quick for you. The clock is your enemy.
Yeah, but the good thing for them is because Four Brothers is up 2-0, this just makes it so that now they have to go into Call of Duty and win.
Yeah.
They're not going to get swept. I mean, they did want to get the sweep, but the week isn't over necessarily for them. This is 3-0 or 3-0 is not where you want to be.
No.
0 shots on goal is not where you want to be.
Even in the 80th minute, too.
Right. And where maybe we can get a shot here, but this is definitely something that you have to figure out. Because, again, no shots is pretty bad. Oh, maybe we're going to get one.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Oh, back to Sun.
Here
Puts
we
it
go.
in the box.
Tries to make a move.
There you go. There's one.
Look, if he could just get shots, maybe there's something there. Sun with the score, breaking up that clean sheet. There are 1 shot, 1 goal.
Yeah, I like those odds.
Hey, give me 2 more of those.
Yeah. Conte up in the middle here. Passing out to the winger, Mendy.
So I think in real time we probably have maybe only a minute or so left in this game.
Very difficult to come back from
that. Yeah, I definitely don't imagine a comeback here, but I still think that they don't feel terrible.
No.
They're not like we got absolutely dominated. They know that they needed to get more shots on goal, and they'll see each other again this year. Because remember, everybody plays each other twice.
Right.
And with Ultimate Team, they really are going to, like I said earlier, they're going to be playing with the same team. So they just kind of, take what you saw here, apply it for the next game. And we are in extra time now, so this is going to be over any second because I don't think we really had much added.
Nope.
Oh.
Smart thinking, just couldn't do it.
And that's it. It's going to be 3-1 in favor of Ocho Cinco Gaming and God Rubber staying alive. Call of Duty will be the decider for them, but we're going to go to a break, and then we'll decide who we think is going to win between Giordero and Rooney. Don't go anywhere.
the lasting cologne scent of Old Spice Dynasty, helps get you off your couch and into the driver's seat.
I won't forget you guys.
So we just watched God Rubber keep his team from getting swept with FIFA, and it was a good game for God Rubber. Was able to stay on the attack, make sure it wasn't a game where it was like a 1-goal game for too long, and maybe your opponent could get back in it. Made it 3 like you're supposed to.
Right.
LaFonda only got really 1 shot on goal. Did end up scoring with that 1 shot, but that shot didn't come till after the 80th minute.
Yeah, after the 80th minute. Yeah.
So gonna have to get that fixed for the future. But overall, what did you think about God Rubber's game here from Ocho Cinco?
I think it was great. I mean, it kind of played back from last week's game. Going up against Rooney, it was an overall great game. Came out there, showed why he's in this league, and he got 2 quick ones. Earlier on, and when you get 2 quick ones, it's really hard to come back from that if you're the opposing team in LaFonda. It was a great game overall, and God Rubber deserved the win.
And God Rubber had a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because if God Rubber loses that game, then they're done. Four Brothers is going to get the sweep,
right?
And so it's really nice to see a player come through in the clutch for their team, get the win that they needed to get. But now we're going to be right back in that same situation. But now it's going to be Glitxh and DaFam, obviously the DaFam fanboy over here. But Giordero and Rooney are going to be playing, and this is for the W this week. And the reason why is somehow, some way, DaFam, which has been looking really, really good in Madden, they end up losing.
Yeah.
In 2K, they didn't look good. They got just the brakes beat off of them.
Right.
So now you're going to have the number 1 overall pick in Rooney from Glitxh on the FIFA squad playing against Giordero from DaFam. Will Giordero be able to get a draw or a win against Rooney today?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Giodero's a bad player. Last week played really great. He wasn't dominating the game. It was a very close game, even though he lost 4-2. It was just LaFonda played better. This week, seeing how Rooney played last week, I think Rooney's going to come out on top of the win here.
And I've watched Rooney play the last couple of weeks. I wasn't happy to see from last week when we were watching this Rooney and God Rubber match where God Rubber was up 2-0. Rooney ended up tying it. And I didn't like seeing Rooney not playing to the best of his ability early. So in this game, I feel like because of what we saw last week, where Rooney didn't come out really sharp, I would imagine this week that Rooney's going to come out gangbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Because DaFam has been saying they're the best team. They're 2-0. They're this, they're that. They got the best Call of Duty team. They got the best Madden. Well, their Madden best got beat. Now, Giordero has to return the favor because he's got to be able to go out and take down the best FIFA player, just like Glitxh took down the best Madden player. But I think the difference between Mugga and like Silos and Madden is a lot closer than the difference between Rooney and Giordero. No offense to Giordero, but Rooney is just on another level.
Yeah.
And I would expect Rooney to so give me an idea of what score you're thinking. Do you think it's going to be a 1-2 goal affair?
Just based on what I've seen last week and the week before, I think it's going to be 4-1.
And I was going to say 4-0. I think that Rooney knows that they don't want to leave it up to Call of Duty. I think he's going to be super aggro with this and really try to take it home for Glitxh. Yep. So, but you don't play games on paper. You don't play games with analysts. You play games on your gaming system. So we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to find out, will DaFam be able to hold off Glitxh, or will they get swept? Don't go anywhere.
No, not like that, with the hinge.
Oh,
There you go.
Why you just let me spin around like that?
Hit it!
Here we go. It is DaFam trying to stave off the loss this week. And Rooney, surprisingly, Rooney is always usually Rooney.
Yeah.
I mean, it works out that way. So we're going to see, almost certainly have Rooney here in the black, and in the blue, we will have Giordero from DaFam. And for DaFam, they need a tie, they need a win in order to leave it up to their Call of Duty team to be able to bring it home. And Rooney wants to end all of that quickly. And you can see he's always going to be on the attack, always going forward. And this is a player that is just dangerous 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you're sleeping, he's still scoring.
I mean, that's why he was the #1 overall pick for FIFA, right? Is he going to put one in the back of the net? Oh, good defense by Giordero there. Catching him an odd man break.
Oh, almost.
Way to pick that off by Rooney.
Yes, and Rooney's going to – you can see some of the players in this team. I definitely saw Ronaldo, and we're going to see Ronaldo again.
Has the ball.
Nice pass inside.
Fernandez.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, come on. You can't try to get that fancy, but it looks like it was offsides there for Rooney.
And we're going to see some substitutions.
A quick sub here.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've never seen a sub be done in the first couple minutes of the game.
Well, these halves go by really fast.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I
true.
mean, I'm not terribly, I guess surprised that happens, but definitely just saw something he didn't like and wants to go ahead and make that change. And Figo is going to bring this up for Giordero. And now we're back on the attack, but there's a turnover.
Look at Rooney to take advantage of the counterattack here. He's been doing that every single game this year. Looks like he's going to keep doing it.
Yeah, and
There it is. Ronaldo.
what an amazing goal by Rooney. I mean, the pass was just magic.
Backheel pass.
That is the kind of stuff you can do when you're playing FIFA Ultimate Team, because you've got guys who are just actual complete beasts, can do anything with their feet. And as you see here, it is now 1-0 in favor of Rooney, trying to bury DaFam this week.
Looks like Giordero wants to make a change here. Once stoppage and play happens, we'll see what he ends up doing.
Well, Fernandez is going to be bringing this down over to Ronaldo again.
What a
nice
move.
stop. But it does get kept in. Oh, no.
He's going to try a fake shot move here unless he gets it wide open like he is right now. Oh, not quite.
Unable to get that offense going, but this is it's 1-0. So
Giodero's looking good
right,
here.
here we go. Ken doesn't have the speed there.
Rafael Varane is one of the fastest defenders in the league right now.
Well, then that makes sense why he got caught.
Yeah. Rooney with the ball, controlling a majority of the possession of this game.
Yeah, it's Rooney
through
that's
ball.
the one that's making all the attacks here. And Ronaldo has just been putting so much pressure on this defense just over and over again. They've got to get him figured out.
Solid defense by Giordero there. He didn't bite on that short pass or that fake shot, fake pass there. So good defense by him. But again, good defense by Rooney.
Rooney's defense has been just completely lights out so far. And Ronaldo being able to just force the action every single time he's coming down is just, it's really putting this huge strain on DaFam. And they know that they're going to have to score.
Through ball.
Oh, what a stop.
Oh,
Oblak?
Oblak, yeah. Oblak with the save there, earning his paycheck. Giodero's not playing a bad game. Just like last week, he was not playing a bad game.
Yeah, it's one thing to not play a bad game, but when you're playing against the #1 pick, you have to have that great game. You have to have that game that when it's all on the line, nice stop there, but when it's all on the line, you have to be able to have that magic moment where you can kind of put your team on your back. And right now, we're not seeing that just yet, but it's still pretty early.
Yeah.
And as long as we can keep this in this one score range, I mean, anything can happen.
It looks like Giodero's trying to force the passes a little bit. I'd like to see him, I know, like you said, Rooney.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a save! As we said before, earning his paycheck.
Well, thank your goalie. Thank your keeper. Thank his mom for giving him life because that was a fabulous, fabulous save. And now we're going to have
Back into that, Giordero ties it up.
that is just what the doctor ordered
He
to make
needed
it
that.
1-1. That equalizer could be what saves this team from being basically, I don't say eliminated because you're not completely eliminated for the season, but eliminated for this week,
Yeah.
where you can't get a win. You're just going to be playing for points. And I was just saying it. You have to be able to play big against the competition. Like, you have to be able to step up. It doesn't matter if they're the number 1 overall or whatever it is. Like, you have to do your part. And right now, your part is beat this guy
Yeah.
or tie.
Can you do it here? Put it in the back of the net? Ooh, good defense by Varane. Again, we've seen that throughout this whole game. Varane's just playing excellent defense.
Right, and he has to be careful. He doesn't want to take a lot of chances where, these kind of outlets happen.
Ooh! Just an easy goal for Rooney.
Oh, that is a heartbreaker. We've seen so many times for Giordero where he scores and then within like the next 30 seconds
Just
it's
another
going the
score.
other way. And that's just super hurtful, man, because you said it. Giordero always plays pretty good. It seems like bad things just kind of happen to him on the pitch.
Luck's just not on his side today.
Needs a rabbit's foot or a horseshoe or something. A leprechaun.
4-leaf clover.
Yeah, anything you can get on.
Yeah.
Anything that's lucky. Well, the rabbit's foot's not really lucky for the rabbit, but it could be lucky for you.
Yeah. Excellent through ball by Rooney.
Ronaldo gets his pocket picked. And we're already at halftime. It just flies by.
Yeah,
with
it's
FIFA.
quick games.
Before you know it, the game is over. But again, it is a 2-1 lead. And Glitxh on the doorstep of getting the win this week over DaFam. And I know that Josh and Marshawn and all the folks over at DaFam will not be happy if they get swept.
Yeah, and it sucks being in Giodero's spot because you're in a spot. It's a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all his fault. Like,
well, he didn't get beat by 30.
yeah,
or 40.
exactly. Great point. Is he's not, like we said last week, he's not playing a bad game, and I don't think if you're DaFam,
there's bigger things to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
than FIFA.
It's not FIFA. I could tell you that. There's just a good pool of FIFA players in this league.
Well, and everybody in DaFam so far this week, and not including Giordero because we don't know how this game's going to end, but I mean, the Madden for Mugga didn't look great.
No.
Obviously, 2K looked like straight trash.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay,
not. Oh my goodness!
Save by Neuer with the butt. Let's go.
Ends up with 2 huge saves there, but Rooney is going to stay on the attack, and Rooney is definitely trying to bury Giordero here. And we talked about that. It's if you're going to be in a situation where you can close out a team for the week, you want to do it. Take every chance you can. Don't end up with a tie like Ocho Cinco did and leave it up to Call of Duty. Win it right here.
Yeah. I like to see Giordero go into, like last game, Giordero go into a more
stop
attacking
the
formation. Ooh, Neuer with the save. I would like to see Giordero be more attacking. That's how you're going to get the counterattack. That's how you're going to get those odd man rushes. That's how you're going to score goals.
Well, he needs 1 goal to score in order to make this a tie game, and there's no overtime. There's no shootouts. There's
As
no
we
extra.
learned last week.
Yeah, it is. If you tie, you tie, and you get the 1 point for the week, and that's all Giordero needs.
Yeah.
That will give it. That will make it, instead of 6 points, it will leave it at 5-1, and then Call of Duty.
The big game.
That's right, Jones.
I mean, we've seen a first seed lose this week already with Mugga.
Yeah.
It's possible for Giordero to. That looked like it was going top
I did.
corner.
I thought that was going to be it. And we talk about, top seeds. We talk about people who have looked really good throughout the weeks. And again, Mugga was looking very good. And now Rooney has looked pretty good too until last week when there was the tie. But he was down 2-0 in that game and came back.
He did.
So showed some resilience there. And now up 2-1, trying to close out the week. So you can't complain about what Glitch Gaming has been doing. Obviously, nobody's team, I don't think anybody's team, DaFam, Four Brothers, anybody, has an impenetrable roster top to bottom. Nobody's like, oh, well, we beat you in everything, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to beating you in FIFA, though, Rooney's pretty close.
Rooney's at that line.
You can pretty much guarantee, Rooney's going to give me points. I don't have to worry. Each week, we're not going to get swept because Rooney's got me in fan.
Yeah. You could be confident if you're Glitch Gaming with Rooney.
Right.
Absolutely confident.
Right. And it's just kind of like how we were confident with Mugga that he was going to get you a win every week. The good thing about FIFA is that you can get points with a draw or the win. So it becomes even more important for somebody like Rooney on your team because he's always there to keep you in it.
Right.
And we are back suddenly. Suddenly we are
Shocker.
back. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But we know that last time we checked it was 2-1. We got shocked by coming back.
Yeah.
But we were talking about the difference between, Rooney and Giordero, what was going on there. So what we'll do is we're going to kind of find out what's going on with the play. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. So it looks like the players just had a small pause there, so we are getting right back into the action. And like we were saying, it's 2-1 in favor of Rooney, and if Rooney wins, they will get the win for Glitch Gaming over DaFam this week.
Yeah. And then they'll get the sweep as well, I believe, right?
That's what I'm saying. That is the sweep. The sweep and the win for Glitch, and then they don't have to worry that DaFam pulls off some craziness in Call of Duty. But right now, Giodero's still trying to find that equalizer, make it so that he can stave off this crazy Rooney squad. But Rooney not having it so far with this 2-1 lead.
Giodero's looked pretty good in the second half here, but just needs to capitalize on his chances a little bit more. Don't force these passes because a player like Rooney is going to make you pay for bad passes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you got to get shots on goal too.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to be what we saw in the previous game. It's like, if you only get one shot on goal, it's going to be hard to come back if your opponent has more than one goal.
Right.
And here we're looking at the same kind of situation where not too many shots on goal for Giordero, not able to keep up any kind of sustained offense. And that makes it, how are you supposed to beat a player of Rooney's caliber if you're not pressuring them with one or two additional goals? And there's another turnover. So now Giordero got to get back on the attack going into the 70th minute. Needs only one, because remember, a draw or a win for Giordero will give them points and keep them from getting swept this week.
Yeah, I'd like to see Giordero utilize the wingers a little bit more, kind of similar to last week. He's trying to force things inside. He has a center forward coming back, and then, when you have no help for your center forward, that's when you turn the ball over. So utilize the outside, use your wingers. Hope maybe you can make a sub, put in a faster winger.
Lozano just shook his defender and finds two people in front, but that is going to be a corner, no set piece. We're going to go to Lozano, and Lozano out to Walker. Walker just able to freely kind of bring that up, and back to Lozano. Ends up,
double turnover.
Just turnover after turnover, and this is going to still be in possession of Rooney. Oh, what a beautiful given goal. There's just too much going on.
Oh, saved by Neuer.
My gosh. You can't expect your keeper to continue to have to do all of this. This kind of pressure, this sustained offense, it's a lot to ask your keeper.
Yeah, and it's tough to go into an attacking formation when you have someone like Rooney who's just consistently putting this pressure on. It's going to hurt them in the long run, but,
well, you're always worried about overextending. You're always worried about, okay, in order to attack, I got to do this push. But then if it doesn't work out right and they're coming with numbers the other way, I'm going to be in deep, deep trouble. Even when they don't have numbers coming the other way, it's right to the net. And now we're going to see a corner kick.
Smart play there by Rooney. He realized he did not have a lot of room on the goal line, so he kicked it at the opposing player and got a corner out of it.
400 IQ right there. Jones. Little give and go. And if you are Giordero. You've got to hold on to this ball. You've got to take this possession and do something with it. And Felix, can he beat one? Oh, unfortunately,
again,
no.
He's making too many moves. Maybe take it to the corner. Wait for your teammates to get there because you can't really cross it. You can't really do anything unless your teammates are there.
Oh, Sanchez over to Lozano to Fernandez. And is this Bio? Is that how I say it?
I'm one of those players that is a little bit before my time as well.
We're going to study. We're going to study,
We're going to
guys.
study after this game. We've learned that we need to study.
Oh, we're going to have another corner here.
If I'm Rooney in this situation, I'm playing ultra defensive, not trying to really put a lot of shots on. You're going into the 90th minute.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to hold on to this a little bit.
Yeah. It could hurt him if he keeps trying to do that, but Rooney here has got the ball in the box.
Any crossing? Do we have any crossing opportunity? No, just going to keep messing with it here, and that's fine. Because this extra time, there's not that much extra time, maybe a minute, maybe. And that's going to go in. No, can't finish that off.
I don't think there's any way that Rooney comes back from the Giordero. Yep, there we go.
There it is. It is going to be a 2-1 victory for Glitch and Rooney, which means Glitch is going to win the sports games 3-0 and also win the week over DaFam. We're going to take a quick break, but then BizJack and I are going to be shocked and talk about DaFam getting swept. Don't go anywhere.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice. And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless? On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
The unthinkable has happened, and that is DaFam getting swept by Glitch Gaming in Week 3. I am your host, Rob Reforge Gonzalez. This is BizJack, and we just watched Rooney win 2-1 over Giordero and DaFam, and Rooney, the number 1 overall pick for the UGL, and Giordero from DaFam, who was trying his best to just get the draw, just be able to get 1 point on the board and let the Call of Duty team see what they can do, and wasn't able to do it. So DaFam is going to lose this week after being 2-0. This was supposed to be our marquee matchup. Yeah. Both of our 2-0 teams. You know, Madden was supposed to be DaFam's thing. FIFA is with Glitch, and then 2K was kind of going to be a toss-up. But instead, it was just Glitch, basically leading beginning to end in all these games. How do you feel right now if you're the Call of Duty team that is about to play tomorrow?
Well, if I'm Team DaFam, I'm devastated because there's really no way to come back from it. Even if you try and win, I mean, you're fighting for those points, but it sucks that you have to. It's a team game. It's a team sport. You have to rely on your team, and it's an unfortunate situation for Team DaFam because they were 2-0 going in. Right. Yeah, they were 2-0, and now they got swept this week, and it's unmotivating. But you're a gamer. You have to show the team why you deserve to stay because there's one person on Team DaFam that is probably not going to be here next week. Yeah, I mean, unless they're just happy to stay put, I don't see a situation where you look at this and go, okay, Glitch is 3-0. We're now 2-1. Our Madden player really kind of got taken, to the woodshed when we were supposed to be able to win that game, and that would be the whole Mugga and Silos thing. Then when we look at 2K, I mean, I don't even want to talk about what happened in 2K. Like, DaFam just basically is non-existent there. Yeah. Here in FIFA, Giordero has played great, I think. Yeah. I don't want to say because he hasn't won, but I think he has played good enough to stay over these last weeks, even though doesn't have a lot to show for it, right? Because didn't win week 1, didn't win week 2, and is now 0-3. But I think all of these games have been pretty close. Okay, so I think if you're DaFam, now you still have to worry about Call of Duty too, right? Because if you know that you're never going to be able to sweep each week,
That means your Call of Duty team has to win every single week if you're going to continue to get dubs in this league. And we're not really sure of that either, because this is a team that, last week had to win in the 11th game against Ocho Cinco, right?
No, it was Four Brothers.
Oh, Four Brothers, sorry. It was Four Brothers. And it's just like, you're supposed to have this dominant Call of Duty team, and you're playing in like the very last game of the very last match in order to try to win. So congratulations, though. To Glitxh, they are going to not only win tonight, but they are going to get a win for the week and move to 3-0. But Call of Duty, what that means is they're going to play Call of Duty for the tiebreaker points. So they still want to win and do the ultimate sweep. Win all of the games, get all of the points, get the full 11, which is going to put them in great position if they can do that. But we also have to have Four Brothers, who are going to be playing against Ocho Cinco Gaming, and that is a 2-1 lead, I believe, for Four Brothers. And whoever wins Call of Duty will win for the week and get their first win of the season. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. This is BizJack. I've been Reforge, and have a great night.